back again with another video. Now, this video, I gotta clean up a couple of things because there's a lot of people that think that because what they read and hear in the Western world, that is the Haitian voodoo. That is how it's done in Haiti. That is not. Now, I want to say this. I am not a sans-ave or a what they call a malpouant or a cocorat or a petit vicieux. I speak as a person with integrity. I have friends, people down in Haiti. I do take care of. I do send things to, and I come from a great family that basically does a lot for the country. So if you don't know who the Elmeras are, maybe you guys should research itself. Haitian voodoo is not the same as American voodoo. There's a big difference. Big difference. The points of views, it's like people got to understand when we're talking about Haitian voodoo as well, is that Haitian voodoo has been associated with Catholicism. So, I recently had someone on a video that said, why are you talking about hell in voodoo? See, this is the thing that I'm talking about. When you're in a Western world, you get voodoo as in, they try their best to just give it its own position. But in Haiti, voodooism are mystics. So we embrace a lot of concepts where you don't find it of voodooism in America that practice Kabbalah. But if you're in Haiti, you'll find mystique. Like I was recently in Haiti. This voodooism, he had a tattoo of one of the seals of Solomon on his hand. Now, he basically was a hardcore brother because he had nail marks from when he went through his gathering, I rather say. He was put in a casket, and he had to remain in the casket for X amount of hours. But in the midst of this, when he was puncturing the casket, he got some nails stuck in his hand whatsoever, stuck in his body parts. So let me let you know, the stuff that I'm into is really hardcore stuff, Now, I want to say this, again, is that the concept of understanding the perspective of voodoo in Haiti, it is not the perspective of America, because I had a video about, is there l'enfer or hell in voodoo whatsoever, and I think someone made a stupid comment whatsoever about that. They said, no, there is no such thing as, no. You got to understand is that what we have, even in the Catholic perspective, this is nothing more than a plagiarized understanding of what existed in ancient Egypt or Kemet, like thousands of years ago. So these concepts are nothing new to black people of Haiti, you know what I'm saying? Or just black people in general. You know what I mean? So, yes, we may have it in the Catholic Immaculate Conception, but, we look at it, Offset, gave birth to Heru out of Immaculate Conception. So now we have Jesus, the mother, Mary, giving birth to Christ. It is nothing more than a concept that has existed thousands of years ago before Christianity. You know what I mean? So when we see this in voodoo, there's people that talk about, you can't mix this thing up. Because the other day I was talking to my uncle and stuff, he's talking about, some person de Immaculate Conception. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell him it's nothing more than something that we had thousands of years ago because, there's a lot of people that take this pro-black stance. And, sometimes, I fall, sometimes I get emotional about some of the things, that I speak about, But at the end of the day, it's like this. A person has to, if we get blinded by this racial thing whatsoever, we'll, and say, well, this is black, we can't have this. You'll miss the greater picture. Because, yes, in this Catholic perspective, yes, we got to understand that these concepts goes back thousands of years before Catholicism, So, definitely understanding the liberal nature of Haitian voodoo. In America, it is not that liberal itself, where, some things I talk about in America, like, Kabbalah and stuff like that, or Goetia. In America, Most voodoo zones don't know nothing about that. But if you're not from if I don't know about other places in Haiti, but I know from Port-au-Prince, when you're talking about hardcore dark magic, yo, we deal with all types of forms of occultism. You know what I'm saying? We may be into voodoo, but definitely know we'll definitely be able to conjure some demons from the Goetia. You know, I mean, whether it's Kabbalah, we're definitely sharp in that as well. You know, and it's the thing that people like, you know, for voodoo to be taught like from having a Kabbalistic perspective. I mean, that's unheard of in America, but it's something totally normal. You know, I'm down in Haiti, you know, last week, and here we go. We're talking about the greater keys of Solomon, the lesser keys of Solomon. We're talking about the great conjuration rituals of the Goetia and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, you know, in a Western world, people would never get that. I mean, we have in Haiti masons that are voodooism. So that's how mixed it is. So when I'm talking in the Western world, people think that, you know, I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you're ingesting this garbage voodoo in America, you would never understand. In the Western world, you have so much things, limitations, and, you know, the way we do things in America is not the same way we do things in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you go to lakus or shrines itself, you know, our laku in Haiti has been around for 70 years. Prior to me, there's been numerous people working in that laku that we have, laku La Resier and La Plaine. When you make the offerings, most offerings in Haiti is nature based, so a lot of them are done in nature. You know what I'm saying? Those of you, and I'm talking, see, there's a lot of Americans that, you know, say a lot of things about the Boko because they hear it from Wungans and Mombos and stuff like that. But if you go to Haiti, the waterfall of Haiti, basically the greatest mystical site that you can ever go to in Haiti, La Sodo, you'll see that the altar for Ezerli is a rock mound. You know what I'm saying? A rock mound. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much that's where you make your offerings to her at. How is she a rock mound? It's surrounded by a pile of dirt. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way we do it in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that in different places we don't use photos and stuff like that, but most of the stuff that are done out in open are done in nature. Like if you go to make offerings for Kafu in a Laku, you're going to see it's by the barrier, a steel barrier. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the way my family did it or has been doing it for decades. You know what I'm saying? Not a decade, but decades. We got a barrier, a steel barrier, you know, basically the ones that you know, we Haitians, the ones we roll backwards, whoever on the wheel and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's where we make the offerings. But when you start talking about Met Kafu or, you know, Kafu, you start basically see, you know, there's the veves as well. And not to say that we don't use veves, but everywhere you go in Haiti, people practice things differently. There's the veve. There's the nature aspect, you know what I'm saying? There is like, you know, there is the photos and stuff that, you know, when you empower the objects with the spirit of the Loa. You know? See, in the Western world, we get our little books or we get our little konzo and then now we feel that we got voodoo. You know what I'm saying? See, let me explain something. To really get the totality of the voodoo experience, you gotta go to Haiti for that. You know, just to be in a Western world, you know what I'm saying, and talking a bunch of shit and like blah blah blah, I got voodoo. You haven't practiced voodoo until you stepped in Haiti. I'm talking about Haitian voodoo. You know, you haven't practiced like hardcore voodoo until you stepped in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. When you step there and you see how the practice goes, you find your roots to what you do in the Western world. Just to have a little, you know, meb or a little, you know, little statue here and a little picture here, you know, this and that, or, you know, do a little veve, that is not enough. You know, the power that you get from working in nature and the power that you get with working with inanimate objects is not the same. There's more power in nature than there is in cut off inanimate objects. You know, when you go to the trees, like, okay, those of you who have been to the greatest cemetery in Haiti, pretty much you find Gun Mapion there. You'll find the shrine for Gun Mapion, which is a big tree with a bunch of dolls, sticking from there. You'll go and you'll see the cross of Bawon. Then when you go to the back wall, you'll see what they call her, Gun Brigitte, her shrine. You know what I'm saying? So, if I wasn't authentic in what I'm talking about, how would I know such and such thing, you know? Basically, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people that talk whatsoever, but, you know, people don't understand, you know, that when you're digesting these lies in America, you know, this foolishness in America, it is only making you, like, it is, like, only confusing you itself, you know? I mean, even the candles that we use in Haiti, it's totally different from the ones that we use in America. I mean, you got the 7-day candles, but those things are expensive in Haiti. So what we use is the pig fat candles, you know. So therefore, when you go to the shrines and stuff, sometimes you have to stick the candles made out of pig fat so it can actually stick to things. So when we make our offerings, offerings or whatever, we go make our demand. We take the candle, you know, the pig fat candle, and we stick it on objects and let it burn. So it's a different ritual itself, you know. And I would say it's stronger because the things we use, which we don't have in America, it's a big difference. Like, okay, in my laku, there's a ceremony we do every year. You know what I'm saying? Where when I went to Haiti, we had pigs tied up, we had goats tied up, you know, for our ceremony itself, you know. When we use these animals, you know, basically we do our sacrifice and stuff like that. And you know, we eat the body whatsoever, you know, like, so therefore for meats and stuff like that, we, you know, so we lay down, you know, for me, that's just the way we work and operate itself, you know, but you can't do it in America. You know, think about it, having a black pig in your backyard with a rope around his neck, whatsoever. That is like unheard of in America. You'll probably be in jail for animal cruelty, you know, so there's a big difference, man. I say this. You know, those of you who have been initiated in the Western world, don't think that, you know what I'm saying, don't think that's the end to it, you know. You know, I'd say if you go to Africa, it's a totally different experience when you're practicing African voodoo. You know, I mean, same thing with E5. You're in the E5 and you go to Nigeria itself. It's a totally different experience from, you know, in Africa than it is in the Western world. Because again, you're just getting partial inanimate objects imbued with parts of the spirit of the Loa. But when you step out in nature, that's a totally different experience. Totally different experience. So with that said, I conclude this video. I hope this video is very informative. Thank you guys for watching.